Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. All right, everybody, let's take a look at the feeder cattle for December 6th, 2021. These are the January 2022 contracts. Today ended at 165.35. Pretty strong day. And lately it's been pretty strong. Overall, though, yeah, I do see, on the average, some price decline. Today was strong, but the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, yeah, and this pinching action going on with the MACD. Now, short term, the Big Daddy's saying there's going to be a price increase, but yeah, overall, I think things look kind of weak here. Right, prices for the last, let's see, since November 29th have just been on the average going down, right? Got some green days in there, but these huge red days have really put pressure downward. So slowly approaching that 50-day moving average. Let's look at the monthly. Yeah, nothing's changed here. Still absolutely super strong here. December just getting started. November was a huge month. So still looks strong on the monthly chart. Nothing going on there that makes me think there's any weakness. Still looks great. Okay. Last week was a down week, but the MACD has rolled over trying to go up. These guys maybe hinting at some topping. Could come down. Short term might get a little down like this, but that MACD looks like it's trying to roll over and go up. Oh, I should say roll up instead of roll over on the weekly. Okay, let me go back to the daily. I want to look at the daily cycle. I haven't looked at that here in a few days. Where is that? 1219. So just remember, 1219 is an anticipated low. So, maybe we get a red day. Maybe we get kind of a red day. Maybe get a green day and a red day. Kind of like, something like that. Heading towards that 50-day moving average as we get into approximately going into the third week of December. I could see prices coming down here on the feeder cattle. Okay, one last look, and we'll look at the hourly. Wow, looking like it wants to roll over on the hourly and get above that 50 hour. Just starting to roll over. This looks pretty strong. This is kind of flat here. So tomorrow would not surprise me to see it do one of those above the 50 hour. I mean, it could get rejected, but cattle doesn't really. Let me just go back. Yeah, cattle futures. Yeah, like back here, there was some support along the 50. But here you see how it didn't get rejected, and it just took off. It did find support here. It looks like feeder cattle, like to find support, but almost ignores resistance. So with that in mind, I could see this breaking above the 50 tomorrow. Could happen. Okay, that's it. Let's go look at the live cattle. Let's start the daily. Come back to the hourly here. Zoom in a little bit. Very flat. Just trading sideways, well above the 50. Ever since we had that gap up, it didn't fill the gap, so that's actually a strong sign. Okay. That's trying to go up. This looks like it's trying to curl up. That looks like it's trying to go flat. So far, live cattle actually looks kind of strong on the daily. A little bit of strength to it. Let's look at the monthly. Before I go to the monthly, let me go back to the daily. When does this cycle end? 12/12. So prices could decline a little bit towards that 50-day going into the second week in next week. So prices could decline because that's an anticipated low right there. Okay, let's go look at the monthly here. And just like feeder cattle, monthly still looks really strong. No issues there. Okay, weekly. And just like feeder cattle, last week was red, this week's a little bit green, just getting started. But in this case, we do have a divergence signal, and that one looks legit to me. But we're going to ignore that for now because this week is not over, so that could easily change. That divergence signal could easily go away. If it's still there at the close of Friday, then we'll pay attention to it. Slight chance of prices stalling here on live cattle for the weekly. Okay, especially going into 12.19, so could get this going on. Okay, let's go look at the hourly and finish it up with that. Wow. So the gap would be there, somewhere down there. I don't think it's gonna fill that gap anytime soon. Tracking on the hourly, tracking right on the 50 hour. Look at this. Wow, just flat. So far, live cattle has found support on the 50 hour, but it looks like it's struggling to keep above it. So unlike feeder cattle that I think are going to break above the 50, live cattle, even though it's still strong and it's finding support on that 50, well, I'm not going to say it'll break below it. It has come right up against it. We'll see if it bounces off this and keeps just going. Usually when it gets, well, look at all this. It tracked along it for a long time. So for now, just for now, live cattle futures look strong enough to stay above the 50 until it tells us otherwise and breaks below. That would be a different story. But for now, it looks like it's trying to stay above it. Though sometimes this will be a sign of weakness when it sits right on the 50 like that. But I can see back here it did that forever and a day and still went up. So, okay. All right, guys and gals, that's it for feeder cattle and live cattle. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. Take advantage of that $5.99 membership. It's a really good deal. A lot of people making some pretty decent money trading other products. So if you're a speculator, trader, whatever, okay, you just want to hedge, okay, consider the $5.99. It's a really good deal. You get a whole month worth of video. You get crude oil. You're going to get gold. You're going to get natural gas, wheat, oats, and occasionally I cover other products, and even put out trade alerts occasionally if I really think there's a really good product that looks like it's going to be like an absolute good trade. But the videos I do put out, the premium members make use of those videos and make trades based on that content and with their own style, of course. Okay, take advantage of what you can, guys and gals. Hope you have a really good day. Talk to you all real soon again next time.